So the reason I jumped behind the wall here where I've got my compost and my worms is because this is where the mangrove area is, straight behind the wall, like we're talking literally meters on the high tide, and in the flood it come right up to this wall. Luckily we didn't get too hammered like last year where everything just floated away here. But I reckon there might be some mud crabs. Well, I don't reckon, I know there's some mud crabs behind here in these mangroves, and I'm going to get myself a trap, start hunting some down. Let me know what you think about that, if you'd like to see me catch a mud crab behind where I'm working, because they are absolutely delicious. Now the mosquitoes are thick here like you wouldn't believe because of all the rain and the floods and the whole lot, and like it's just been, and it's humid and everything's right. And I had to spray myself and all my hat, and they're still sort of hovering around. You might even hear them on the microphone buzzing around right near. There's that many here. But anyway, look, I want to get back to the last video I was talking about. You know, right, I could be absolutely like just overdoing it and just creating too much for myself. But look, I had the meeting with my consultant, right, my business consultant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move spots because I'm just going to get eaten alive here or carried away by all the mozzies. So there it is, there's the back mangroves. Isn't it beautiful, right? So let me know if you want to see me try and catch a mud crab at the back here. We'll add it in with the worms. Maybe we'll try and catch the mud crab with some compost worms. I don't know. Food for thought. So I wonder if my coffee grounds over the top of this cow manure, the trap has actually worked. It's been probably 5 days since I put it down. It's been raining nearly every night. So it'd be getting the right moisture in there. Just the only thing is they're not used to that food source, right? So they may not go for it. Some of you guys mentioned that I should possibly use like some banana peels and different fruits and things like that and set that in there to really entice them in there, some more sugary things. And I think that's a really good idea. But I think we need to have a look, like in a near second, right? But these mozzies, they're still quite thick. So if you see me waving my hands around, you know that it's out of control here. Right, so stay focused. I need to stay focused. Now, I've got this new business consultant mentor that works for the government. It's coming down helping me here get things going, and he reckons I really should push the Marty's Garden channel and my members areas. So I've got 2 different members areas. There's the one over at the Buy Me a Coffee where you can join up and become a part of that, or you can just go over and buy me a coffee there, which really helps support this channel. And then also there's a members area where I've got all my courses in there. So the beginners course and the intermediates course, and then some live shows and things. And I haven't really been that active in that area so for a while, because you know, like there's a lot of good content in there, but I think I can keep adding into that. So I need to really think about it a bit more, the direction that I want to take for this members area, and keep providing stuff for you guys. Like it has to be sort of like, I know this sounds sort of like a bit like marketing and that, but it has to be for masses, right? Not just 1 or 2, otherwise the Marty's Garden channel just won't survive, or the business won't survive. And the compost has slowed down since this whole COVID thing is slowing down, and I'm not selling nowhere near as much. So yeah, food for thought. Let's have a look in the trap here and see if there are any worms. I reckon, these mozzies, we need to get into it, and then I need to get home, get away from these mozzies. They're out of control. So it's pretty dry, the material, but I think if I dig around in here, we'll be able to find something. And anyway, let's have a look before we talk about it. Let's just see. Got the bucket, we'll get some worms. You know what? They're not here. There's one. Oh no, there are some. They just haven't come in to feed on this material just yet. Either they're just not used to feeding on coffee grounds yet, or there's something else going on. They're going down deep. Maybe it's like the breaking down process of the coffee grounds, letting off too much gas. It could be getting too warm for them, also because of decomposition of the coffee grounds. So I've dug it through a bit. I think what we need to do is find another way to trap these guys so we don't produce so much heat. I'm going to dig a nice big mound again and bring it back into like a nice high point, and we'll just see it. It just may improve over time. Maybe the coffee grounds are still too fresh. What do you think? Let me know in the comments box down below. Maybe we can work together to make this trap even better. Either way, oh, there's a big lot of them. They were just down deep, like I said. We'll grab a few while we're here. We can see those ones. There's a cocoon there as well. Just there near my thumb there. Yeah, awesome. So I'm going to dig it through. Grab a few worms. And we'll go and put them in the worm farm. I've already rebuilt the worm farm, so we'll have a chat about that as well. So this is the 3-tiered worm farm, a brand new one, and it's sponsored by Camden Haven Signs. Anthony's going to come down and put a big sticker on here soon, so every time we look at this farm you'll see his logo, because he's been so awesome for this channel and Marty's Garden by sponsoring me. You know, did the truck for free for me and helped me design my logo and everything. Such a good guy, and just extremely grateful to have him as a friend and as a sponsor. So yeah, he'll be down to help me out and put a sticker on this next week. Now, this is a cow manure and mushroom compost worm farm, and inside we've just got, that's it, covered with newspaper. So I'm just going to go and release these worms into here now. Now, I said that I only got mushroom and cow in here. I forgot I actually put some food scraps in here. They won't be eating that for a while because they're not used to that type of food source. They eat mushroom and cow manure basically, so yeah, they'll get used to it in time. And good thing about this type of farm is it produces a very good liquid manure, because every time you put water through it, it just leaches through and creates an awesome liquid manure for plants. Look at that stuff, black gold. So before we talk more about the members area and the content that's going to be coming up here for you guys, like obviously this is the whole part of it all, we're watching it right now. What I've got to do is I've got to water these back worm farms, the biggest worm farms ever systems that I call them, because the reason is they've got to be more moist than the rest of the space, and that way it attracts the worms to that zone, and they'll stay in there and breed more accordingly until there's eventually too many and they'll start moving out into the compost even further. So that's one of the keys to keeping it really successful, is to locking in a lot of food and a lot of moisture and making them really happy in there. So Saturday morning I had to bolt home. The mozzies were just so bad. So I thought I'd get down here early before everyone arrives, all the trucks get all noisy, and enjoy the sunrise and prep my space behind me here, because today's the day where I sell compost. Yes, it's my official opening day. The other days people order and will come and meet me down here through the week when I've got sort of time between other jobs of shooting videos and working at the school where I do the crossing. I'm the lollipop man, helping the kids across to school mornings and afternoons. But this compost, you know, it provides me a nice little cash flow. It's a great product, and I want to keep showing people how we can do this. Now, my business advisor from Nortec, he's been really awesome, and I ran past a lot of ideas from him, and he said to me, Marty, you need to work on your YouTube channel more and really start building it up, and work on your membership area that you have in your YouTube channel as well, and build that up. Now, the tricky part is getting the content with the membership and then sort of rolling it out and continually doing it. And I'm sure I can do it as I build out this space into more of an interactive space. I don't know how big we'll get it. It'd be unreal. My dream is to have the world first interactive worm farming space, whether we do it here or we have to move eventually. I really believe it's going to happen. Permy Pete's dropping off a hungry bin. We've got a sub pod. Thank you, sub pod, for sending me a sub pod and a garden bed that's being set up. And then we've got other types of worm farms here that are being sponsored or I'm paying for. Mozzies are coming out now by local businesses here. So, you know, if I get your support and the local businesses support and people coming in and out, I get to sell a little bit of compost as well for a bit of cash flow and start building up this space here to be something really, really awesome. Now, behind me, right there, in this winter time, I think I can build out and put my worm farms in this space up against one of the walls here, and maybe build that out so then in the summertime I can get some type of cover, some type of roof going over it, and I've got everything centralized in one spot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you more around the space where I work. Hopefully some of the people that work here would like to get into the vlogs as well, and we can make some really awesome content for you guys coming up in the future. Alright, so I've got to get ready and start bagging this compost now. I've got about 12 bags ready to go. There's 10 on order, and someone might just turn up and go, oh, I have 5, and then I have 6, and then I've got to do those other 10 on order. But they're not in a rush for them yet. But firstly, I've got to spray myself. These mozzies are getting out of control, and then I'll start bagging. Wish me luck that I can sell a bit of compost, guys. You have a great day, and I'll see you at the next video real soon. Bye for now.